Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Episode 60 of The Truth. BG and JC. We about to put the final chapters to the 2024 season to rest and talk about this 2025 back to back. The hunt is on.
The hunt is on part 2. Let's go.
Let's go. But let's start off with this call that started it all.
Nick, it's Jeffrey Lurie.
Hey, Mr. Lurie, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great.
Well, I got a kind of a big question for you.
Absolutely.
How would you like to be the head coach of the Philadelphia Eagles?
Man, I'm so excited.
Got everybody listening here.
Thank you, everybody. I can't wait to get to work with you guys. I couldn't be more happy to be part of that organization.
We are so incredibly excited for the coach you are and the coach you can become. And everything you bring to the best fan base in America is off the charts. And we had really good candidates. You stood out in so many ways, and I can't wait for you to join all of us and reach for more Lombardi trophies, because that's what we're going to do.
I'm going to be more happy. Thank you so much, Mr. Lurie.
Going on, everybody, man, and welcome to the very first episode of The Truth, where not all Eagle fans agree on everything, and this is definitely the spot where this shit about to go down.
Oh yeah, able, oh yeah, I'm stable, oh yeah, no label, oh yeah, you know me, I have only the best, I'm lonely, but damn, I'm going.
This is how we started this, because of you. We started this. I'm tired of listening to your, fantasy that you living in right now. Always talking about 17 no until proven otherwise. BS!
I'll be number one, working hella hard until I get just what I want, yeah. Rises like the sun, yeah. Fatal like a gun.
You know what I mean?
Hey, I was pretty close right here thinking, we could have easily won those 3 games we lost.
I gotta get through it, and the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing.
Right? Did you not see ourselves those 3 games? Look, we lost.
Never listen to the no's, I just wanna get moving. Yeah, I put it
lost.
out as hard, it's my only medicine, yeah. Everything I do, I'm just being genuine, yeah. I'm sick of being screwed, feel my own adrenaline, yeah. I do just what I do, and I hope you let me in, yeah. I'm grateful, oh yeah, able, oh yeah, I'm stable, oh yeah, no label, oh yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, we are back, man. You know what I mean? We are back. You know, oh man, what a 2-week break. But it wasn't really a break, man, because I'm still celebrating the Super Bowl. I don't know about you, man. Hey, what you been up to?
Man, it's hard not to be celebrating the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? Like, we the champs, my guy.
Facts. We got the W. You know what I mean?
Got the W. We definitely got that W, man. It was exciting, man, and I loved every piece of it, man. I've been listening to the players. I've been listening to coaches. I've been seeing everybody's excited. You know what I'm saying? Like, and one thing I did notice, you know, like the title says, the new hunt's on already. Like, these players are not content with one championship, my guy, and I love it. But we definitely gonna get into that. Salute to all you guys up in there. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit that post notification bell. Because we will be bringing you the fire. You know, we're right around the corner from the combine and talking about this next NFL year. You know, it's coming up.
Free agency is like a couple weeks away. I think it's like March 10th or something like that.
Yeah. So,
but I think we could start signing our own players now, though. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we definitely need to talk about who do we definitely need to afford to keep, and afford to let walk.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, I mean, we can start off with that if you want.
Let's start with that, because, you know, our boy Big Play Slay is a hot topic right now. Everybody's wondering, are we going to keep Big Play? I heard people talking about maybe a 1-year deal. He restructures his little contract for another year deal. And I heard
he only want to play 1 more year, though. You only want to play 1 more year.
He only want to play 1 more year. Plus, he said if he can't do it here, he wouldn't mind going back home to Detroit. But look what this guy, he got mad love, my guy. Look at this guy. He got his own parade after the show. His own parade. It wasn't millions and millions of people like the Eagles parade, but he got a little parade in his hometown. You gotta give him some love for that, my guy.
Yeah, I mean, facts, man. Look, it's great, man. It's so good watching vets, man. That's been great in this league for so long. Finally get their trophy, man. You know what I mean? Like JP, you know what I mean? Jason Peters before, he left us. He got his ring. Like BG, you know what I mean? Hey, I don't know if this is last year or not, but he got his second ring. I mean, it's just hard work, man. You know what I mean? Like guys like, back then, that was basically kicked out of the Jet organization. He got his ring, Barkley. Like this whole team, like it felt like a felt good story. Hey, let's band together, let's come together, and let's make something happen, man. And I'm glad that Slay finally got his ring. He do want to play only one more year. He did say, hey, he just want to have he got like one more year left. If he can't be with Philly, you know what I mean? Yes, he will go back home to Detroit. Look, I say if he want to play one more year, and it's not going to break our pockets and hurt us, because right now we're a little strapped right now. Yes, the salary cap went up a little bit, but even how we talked about it, hey, we're going to start playing a lot of young guys because we got a lot of great players that's making a lot of money, right? He said it today, so it's a fact. But yeah, if you want to play one more year, man, like 1 year, $10 million, contract for one last year to try to go for a second ring and retire as a Philadelphia Eagle, hey, why not? But if you want like a lot, then we gotta let him go, man, and let Rango, play.
It says right here by Elliot Shoreport, the Eagles are expected to move on from cornerback Darius Slay this offseason.
Yeah, I mean, these reports, like, who is reporting this? Is Howie? Yeah. But I'm saying though, right? When these reporters, I could be a goddamn reporter. Hey, the report is that Joshua is looking for more money. No shit, Sherlock. You know what I mean? But I could be a reporter because who is telling Elliot this, right? Is it Howie that's coming out and say, yeah, man, hey, we're not gonna be able to afford him? Is it Jeffrey Lurie? I'm pretty sure they're not. But the assumption is that he might, ask for more money, or we might get, a free up a little bit more money for our cap, and whatever it is. But reports is bullshit.
Do you think because it'll be his last year, right? Do you think he's all out for the money? He's like, I want to get one last big check before I roll out now that I got the Super Bowl. Or do you think it's more like he'll do a team-friendly thing because he want to win another Super Bowl? You know what I'm saying? Like, he this team is, is already put together to win another Super Bowl. And everybody, and what you want to say about Slay, man, he had a phenomenal year last year. Yep. You know what I'm saying? Like, he plays some number one cornerback, football last year. And yes, we do got Rodgers. Yes, we do got Ringo, waiting for their turn to play. But, will they be a Slay, their first year starting? Do we want to take a drop at the cornerback spot, this year, or should we go for that back-to-back? And then if we don't get the back-to-back, or even if we do get the back-to-back, now you're like more comfortable with letting these guys play.
Look, I'm all for him coming back for one more year because I don't think that Rodgers is going to come back. Because I really think that he wants to be a starter, right? I mean, we only had him for 1 year, and he wants to be a starter. And if Slay is back, he's not going to start over Slay. But, I mean, depth is so important, man, because Slay was going in and out, man, at least the first, man, like half the season, man. I'm like, shoot. I'm like, he's hurt again. He's on the sideline. So he is getting up there in age, regardless how good he's feeling right now. I really think that we definitely need depth because this was the first season where I was okay with him not being on the field and felt comfortable because we had Rodgers. Right. Even when Rodgers went out, we had Rango. Yeah. So we had some depth. Right. So, I mean, we'll see. I like guys that fit, the Philadelphia mindset, like, the culture. And Slay is, man. I mean, I know some people out there don't like him and all that stuff, but he does fit the Philadelphia. Like, like I don't, but I be forgetting that he played for the Lions at time.
Yeah.
Right? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's been with us for so long. Like I'm like, man, yo, he's a Eagle for life. So I would definitely try to work something out. But as far as a team friendly, I mean, maybe. I mean, he made enough money, but I'm not counting his pockets. But if you want to come back and I'm on a team friendly, then yeah. If not, then he got to go. And now we got to work on signing Rodgers and Rango, right? I mean, but we cannot afford to have a, oh my God, who's our CB2? Because our CB1 is Mitchell. Like we know that.
Yeah.
Like Mitchell is our CB1. I don't care if it Slade's here or not. Mitchell is our CB1. Now we don't want to go through that whole years and oh my God, who's our CB2? Who's our CB2? Rango's not it. And now we let Rodgers go. So I definitely need some answers fast. That's what I'm saying. The Philadelphia Eagles could start signing their own players. And you don't have to wait until free agency opens. Now, if you want to go outside and bring some players from the outside, yes, you got to wait till the window open for free agency. But those are your guys. You can start talking to them, like already. So if you do plan on signing them, you could start literally just start making deals before anybody else have a chance to poach them.
So you think you being Howie right now, you sign them to 1 year. Don't worry about the money. Just worry about the development of either Rodgers or because listen, we re-signing Rodgers is going to be for like a 3-4 year deal. He's going to be the cornerback too. He's going to be on the team for a while. Or even Ringo, he's still on his rookie contract. If we decide to go with him being our starter, he's going to be the starter, and hopefully he'll be the starter for years to come too. Because both of those guys are young. You know,
so Ringo is on his third year next year or this year.
Yeah.
So I mean, he wasn't a first round pick. He doesn't have a 5th year option. Rango to me is like the Milton Williams, right? We waited so long to actually give him an opportunity, right? And now he got his opportunity, he shot, and we're not gonna be able to sign him. I mean, we might, have to let him walk. So I mean, corners are hard to find. And I mean, not everybody could play corner. So I would definitely, if I'm Howie Roseman, it's hard, man. Yep. I will go after Rodgers first, man, and let Slay walk. Honest truth.
Yeah.
I would let Slay walk, sign Rodgers, because depth is important, man. And I don't even know who's our other corner besides Rango.
But Ringo didn't play that much last year.
Because he was third in line, because Mitchell Mitchell never got hurt last year, literally. So I mean, but the only time you saw Mitchell is when Slay came in.
Well, that one game Mitchell was out.
Yeah, and Rango played.
No, I think Rodgers went in for him.
Well, whichever one, but I did see Rango on the field a couple times. I think Rodgers came in for Slay, he got hurt, and then Rango came. So regardless, I mean, I would go after Rodgers. I would definitely try to sign Rodgers, and then and Rango, just play them and find another corner or whatever.
On contract, right? He's still on contract, though, right?
Who?
Play for 1 more year.
But it's not guaranteed money though.
Yeah, there's no guarantee money.
Yeah, he don't have no guarantee money left. So, but yeah, all right. So let's just start. Let me see who's all in the chat here, man. Because I know they talking in here. Let me see. Slay. What up, cool cat?
Yeah, what's up, my guy?
I hope they resign Rodgers. Yeah, Isaiah. Facts. If free up $15 million with him and Bradbury, if they both go, hey, we could use that $15 million, man. We could use that $15 million on Milton Williams. Even Josh Sweat, man. I'd rather keep our guys and try to go out there and try to grab a Myles Garrett, right? Because these guys, another year in a Vic Fangio system, and they're still young, right? Just pay our own guys, homegrown guys. You drafted these guys. So I'd rather keep our own guys and try to, trade like 2-3 picks, and then you still got to pay Myles Garrett. Just keep our own guy. You saw how that front four played in the Super Bowl, bro.
Yeah.
Like, this is only the beginning, and then the depth behind that with Moro Ojomo and who else? Hunt. So I mean, if you keep our guys, man, you won't have to go broke. You can just pay our guys and then just go from there. But definitely, man.
Okay, so you going with the Leslie Rocks re-sign Rodgers, which I think is a good idea too, because even if Rodgers, my thing with Rodgers, I feel like he's more like he's got good cover skills for sure, but he kind of reminds me of like, and not in a good way, but Deion Sanders. You know what I'm saying? Like Deion Sanders wasn't really that physical cornerback. He was a cover cornerback, liked to show up really fast, great cover skills. But when it comes to tackling, he wasn't really trying to do all that type of thing. He just seemed like he's skinny. You don't feel it. You don't give me that physical presence. Like a Ringo, he's a big dude. Ringo go hit you. You know what I'm saying? And playing, all the special teams that he's played the last couple of years, hitting people, that gives you more of a physical, appearance of, like that's what kind of physicality we need on this defense. Someone that's going to go put his neck on the line, even being a cornerback, go ahead and go pop somebody in the mouth, So, I feel like Rodgers more your finesse, like back in the day when it was like Deion and Champ Bailey. Champ Bailey was more your physical corner. Deion was more your, cover corner, but they both were really good type thing.
Yeah, I definitely think, man. I mean, that's the move, but I also think that all the young free agents are going to test the market, man. You know what I mean? I think that Rodgers, hey, look, he was suspended for a year in the NFL. He came back. He really didn't start.
Yeah. Y'all don't like Ringo? None of y'all on board with Ringo. No one's saying anything positive about Ringo.
We didn't get a chance to see him play. That's the problem, right? Before, I'm telling you, we always say, oh, it is Ringo time. If Rodgers was still suspended, it was going to be Slay and Ringo. You know what I mean? But I mean, I gotta see. I gotta see.
So our corners don't hit like that. We have safeties and linebackers for that. Yeah, that's true. Our safeties and linebackers do hit like that. But you even seen Slay make. He wasn't out there talking about, oh, I'm going to make a business decision this year. He was actually out there making tackles, putting his neck on the line, and making some plays in terms of making hits. So that Slay was out there doing his thing this year.
Yeah.
That wasn't like the year before. So we covered up the Slade thing. So we agreed that, we think Rodgers should move on for Rodgers and Ringo, let them battle it out. You never know, the draft come, we might draft the cornerback. I think it's funny, this draft is really deep in the areas we need: D tackle, edge rush, cornerback, tight ends, and safety. But we're going to get into that. But I think, either way it will work. If we do it, I hope we do them right by trading them back to the Lions, another team. But then you trade them to the Lions, right? And what happens? He still got one more Pro Bowl year in him. And now we got to face the Lions. And now we got to worry about, now we just upgraded.
Come on, man. I ain't nobody worried about
their defense.
Ain't nobody worried about Slay covering Smitty or AJ Brown. Get out of here, man. Nobody.
They've been playing with him since they started.
I don't care how long they've been playing with him, man. Slay is not that good to cover. The best DBs out there can't stop AJ and Smitty. You think Slay, man, you hit Slay with a double move, man, he's gone. Like, you know what I mean? No, I really think no. I mean,
he's a vet, though. He knows what they're gonna do before they do it because they've been practicing with him for so many years.
But that's not the position I'm worrying about. Well, in case he go to the Lions and he got one great year, no, that's not a linebacker. That's not an edge rusher. That's not a defensive tackle that every play that's literally going to impact the game in the run, in the pass. He's on his side, a corner. You might hear his name once or twice, but I'm not worried about if he go back to the Lions and, man, my God, we're going to regret trading him because now it is what it is, man.
Him and Arnold over there. 1-2. Just
and
like
Arnold is burnt toast, man. What are you talking about? He's trash.
Hey, he's a rookie. Hey,
Mitchell was a rookie. Mitchell was a rookie, and he was supposed to be all pro. He's talking about he's a rookie. Nah, man. Arnold is trash. The guy you wanted from Alabama, trash.
No, you can't say that about the Saints. Kool-Aid. Kool-Aid
Trash.
He wasn't trash. He just didn't get the opportunity to play that much.
Trash.
Hey, how'd you like that though? You heard Jalen Hunt come online and say right before the Super Bowl parade, our boy Big Banjo said, "Hey, defense, where y'all going? Hold on, come back here for a second. I got something to say to y'all. Why y'all still on the team? All y'all, come here. Back the boys down and a goddamn meeting to go over the Super Bowl and how 22 points was unacceptable." Tell me what kind of dog we got at defensive coordinator, man. And I'm so happy he's not going nowhere. He doesn't even want to go nowhere. He hasn't had no thoughts about going nowhere. We gotta give Vic his flowers, my guy. Like he's cold.
They gave Vic his flowers.
He's cold.
Once again. Look,
how would you feel if you were a player about to go to the parade? All of a sudden he's like, "Hey, we got another meeting before you go."
I won't worry about that. I'm like, all right, look. I'm like this. It's almost like the last day of school, right? Like last day of class, man, they force you to stay in a homeroom real quick for a couple extra minutes. I'm like, all right, cool. I mean, shoot, I don't care. Man, I'm not gonna get cussed out or he was cussing them anything. I'm just here to okay, all right, coach. I hear you, coach.
Just say this was unacceptable without cussing them out.
I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I literally think that yes, maybe some of these guys are gonna be back, maybe they're not. But you know what kind of coach that Vic is, man. He's a no nonsense defensive coordinator. And that's why I was so glad when we brought him back to Philly. You know what I mean? Like the chef was back in the house. You know what I mean? Like he reminded me of late Jim Johnson, man. Like there are no nonsense type of coaches. And those are the coaches that we need in the city of brotherly love, man. Not afraid to cuss a player out. As long as you have thick skin, man, you're fine. You know what I mean? The Dolphins players apparently, was too Hollywood over there. They didn't want to practice hard and all that stuff. But these guys love Vic, man. From the old guys to the young guys. So I'm pretty sure they didn't take no offense to it. Look, especially with the parade on their mind.
Maybe that's why all those defensive players got so drunk. Because they had to get out of that meeting. They're like, "Give me a drink, goddamn." I'm like, shit. You know what I'm saying? You think about it. You looked at Quinyon was blazed out. Nolan was blazed out. Like, all these guys were super drunk. They're like, "Give me a drink." Because you already got into my ass already. We didn't even start a new season yet. Give me another drink. Give me another one.
Or maybe there was like, "Hey, we deserve it because we was the number one defense all season. Let's get tore up." All right. So that. But no, I like it, man. I like it. Even Brian Dawkins, he chimed in, was like, he loved it. And that's the culture, man. Vic is setting a culture over there. And if you don't like it, hey, he's not afraid to play the best player. You know what I mean? So, but I like it. You never could get complacent, man, especially this upcoming season. Our schedule is brutal. Man. If we go off names, like the teams that make the playoff this season, so we got 11 teams that made the playoffs that we are facing next season. 11 teams on our schedule. That's crazy. Yeah. This schedule is about to be brutal, but that's based off last season, based off the names, right? Hey, we play the Rams again. I don't know how we play the Rams again.
And fuck those guys. Guess what? We already beat them last year. We the champs, my guy. We the champs. So ain't none of them guys got done on us. So they couldn't beat us last year. I ain't worried about them beating them this year. That was another one I forgot to put the little heading up. Out of all these teams, which game do you want to be the first game? Because that first game, especially with Super Bowl champions or even like people that were in the Super Bowl, they always get that game that everybody wanted to watch, that game that everybody wanted to see first round. I say I want the Lions first round just because everybody's hyped up the Lions. They had a lot of injuries. We didn't really get to see their full potential. They say that, you got my boy Amon-Ra St. Brown over there saying, a healthy defense. We could have gave y'all boys some work type stuff. You know what I'm saying? I would like to see the first week of the season be Eagles-Lions.
No, I don't think the NFL is going to do that one. Because let's just say Eagles blow them out, right? Boom, it was week 1, and now the Lions are hot, right? You know what I mean? Look, let's just say
with the Packers.
Well, the Packers was, I don't know. The Packers came off a season where they blew the Cowboys out, right? They were like, oh my God, this team could be for real, right? But this still wasn't like, hey, the Packers are going to a Super Bowl. And now you're talking about putting a Lions team. All right, let's just say, hey, it's reversed, right? Boom, they beat the Eagles, but then in week 6, the Eagles are 6-1. Now you don't mess up on a marquee matchup where now you could make money, ratings, like Lions is 6-1, Eagles are 6-1. They are meeting on Thursday Night Football or Monday Night Football. It compared to like week 1. Week 1, we don't put no stocks into week 1 losses. Like, who cares? It's a week 1. You got the Ravens. They lost to the Chiefs last year in week 1, and they still made it to the playoffs. So week 1. So with that being said, I want the Commanders. I want the Commanders week 1.
In week 1.
Division game week 1, especially when we hung 55 on them boys. You know what I mean? Young, fiery team over there with, Jaden Daniels, Jalen Hurts, NFC East. Open the NFL season, man. That's what I want. I want the Commanders and save the Lions down the road, like Christmas Day or something. Lions, Eagles, right? You know what I mean? Like Thanksgiving. Lions, Eagles. Oh, Thanksgiving,
But
Lions,
that's like
Eagles.
giving them too much respect, I feel like. We blew these boys' backs out, pause last year in the conference championship. We beat them twice last year. Yeah, we played them 3 times last year. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, man. That's a lot. That's like 4 times in less than, like 16 games. My guy, like, how many times we gonna play these guys? How many times we gonna play these guys?
But it's the name too, right? You know what I mean? It's Commanders versus Eagles. This is the NFC Championship game all over again, right? Usually, hey, you see how the NFL did it? They did the Chiefs, Ravens to open the season, which was the AFC Championship game. Remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, so the AFC Championship game was Chiefs, Ravens. Why not, have a rematch of the NFC Championship game? Commanders at Eagles. Hey, let's see if it's going to be the same, or let's just see. A divisional game to open it while you raise your banner up. Hey, ain't nothing sweeter than that. Your divisional opponent watching your banner go up. So, hey.
You put it that way, the banner going up in their face type thing. I like that. I like that a lot. But at the end of the day, like, no matter what division, you're going to play them 2 times every year, no matter what. No matter if it's beginning and the end. I just feel like...
And it's good to get an early divisional win. We never played division games early.
The fact that we had a marquee game in the division first week. I liked it. At first, remember, we were talking about it. At first, we didn't really like that much because, damn, Packers first. Come on now. Damn, the Packers first game, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't throw the best team at us like that. But then it's like, okay, like, we did it. We beat them. Then we had them back in the playoffs again. We beat them again. So that showed that marquee team. So why not they beat the Lions? Go ahead and slap them up early. If they are as good as they think they are, they'll be back and we'll see them again later on. But guess what?
But see, that's not true because look, they lost both. They lost both their offensive coordinator and their defensive coordinator. And they lost like 5 coaches on that team. Like that whole team, coaching wise, is different besides Dan Campbell. So like they're gonna have some bumps and bruises to start off the season. You know what I mean? So a lot of people may not even see it as a marquee matchup because there's the Lions, new coordinators, right? So they're going to use that excuse anyway.
They think play 8 is going to be back. You know what I'm saying? All them guys on defense that were good are actually going to be back. So there will be no excuses.
But I'm saying, look at us. Look how we started the season. New offensive coordinator, new defense coordinator. We was like 2-2 to start the season, right? You know what I mean? Like, so you hear, right? Like, we had new offensive coordinator, new defense coordinator. We were struggling. Like, the first 4 weeks was like, hey, nobody wants to see that. I was going through a bottle of Jack every Sunday, like watching the Eagles play, good or bad. I was like, what the heck? You know what I mean? So, I don't know. I really think that the NFL will put Commanders, Eagles week 1.
Commanders, Eagles. It'll be good, though, because we got to play them twice. So that should be the first one. and get one of them W's out of the way early. I see, but
Divisional games.
I think my vote. So JC's going Commanders first week. I'm saying bring us the Lions. Because I like the teams that we didn't get a chance to play them last year. So that's all the hype that was going on with them. We didn't even get a chance to play them last year because they couldn't do their job and make it to where we're at. You know what I'm saying? So I want to see the Lions. I like knocking off people that think that they can beat the Eagles. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody's talking already. Like it didn't even give us a chance to enjoy the Super Bowl win. They're like, oh, if we were full, we full health, we go out there. We play with them too. You know what I'm saying? Like we could probably beat them too. You know what I'm saying? Y'all couldn't beat the Commanders, but I will say that y'all lost to a Commander team when y'all were decimated. When you got 26 starters. You know what I'm saying? On the bench, it's you only got so many good backup players, my guy.
Yeah.
So it's I understand what they're saying. I want to give them that ass whooping that they deserve. So that's why I want to go ahead and play on week 1. But we'll see what happens. The schedule's gonna come out and we figure out who we play week 1. But that's just my personal opinion. He said he want everybody fired at week 3. Nah. It ain't that kind of off season, my guy. It ain't that kind of off season. Good about this team. I'm the one saying that Patriots, watch out for the Eagles and new Patriots, my guy. And I know that's early. I'm because we're gonna get into it because I gotta talk to my boy Jalen a little bit and the disrespect he's been getting and all that stuff. But we're not gonna go there right this second. Before we go there, man, like I said, guys, hit that like, hit that subscribe. I want to talk about an Eagle legend retiring. You brought him up earlier. We gotta give some love to our boy Jason Peters. Done Dizzle finally, after 20,000 years of playing left tackle for everybody in the NFL.
Yeah. Dallas, Chicago.
Check. He just left Seattle. Come on, my guy. After all these years of playing, we thought he was done when he left Philly. And that was what, 2017?
Yeah. Nah, it was because he came back I think 2018-19 season.
Yeah. And he's still been playing until this year. So salute to the GOAT. He probably
was he really playing though? Or he was getting caught out of retirement with 2 games left in the season.
He played with Seattle last year.
Not the whole season.
Yeah, when he played, he's what, 30? And that's so crazy because it makes me feel really old that they're like, oh, he's so old. He's been playing for so many years, but he's still younger than me.
Yeah, I mean, look, definitely a first ballot, man.
Look at that.
Best left tackles.
Now 9
Pro Bowl,
2 All-Pros. He only got 2 All-Pros?
Yeah, that's the crazy part about it, man. 2 All-Pros.
Super Bowl champion, Hall of Fame All 2010 team.
Yeah, I don't understand what that is though. I don't remember Hall of Fame 2010 team, but whatever it was. I mean, wasn't he with the Bills?
He got the what? He got the all-decade team too, right?
Yeah.
He always claiming on his podcast, I'm an all-decade player type thing, Hall of Fame all-decade team player. So I guess this guy, the bodyguard, got it too.
Yeah, he's he's definitely an Eagles legend. So when he go into Hall of Fame, I mean, he's gonna go as a Philadelphia Eagle. But yeah, man, hey, shout out to him.
The BG cussed out the whole team after the Bucks game. You damn right I did. I'll do it again, goddammit. See, I'm still celebrating. The Eagles have nothing to prove. We are the champions, my friend. Yeah, for sure. We ain't got nothing to prove. Golf going to throw 3 picks, and that's why I want to play them. I want this, the young Bucks to not have to wait to the playoffs to get their picks. They can get their picks early in the season, make them feel a lot more confident, my guy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you damn right. You damn right. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, comment, salute to you for sure. But yeah, let's talk about it though. Now we got Jason Peters out of the way. Let's talk about the NFL, man. Every fucking offseason, and I hate to cuss like this, but every offseason we talk about the same damn shit with the Eagles. The goddamn tush push. It's like, why won't they let the play go? Why they gotta keep talking about it? Even my coach is like, I feel a little insulted because we worked so hard at this play. and everybody act like it's automatic. If you looked at last year, even though like it wasn't 100%, and I will say this, teams stopped it, but a lot of times the team stopped it, they cheated. You know what I'm saying? There was some stuff going on in that play. Why it got stopped? Like I remember one time they had like Jalen Hurts face mask pulling him backwards. No flag was called, but it was a stop. You know, I know it got stopped more often last year than it did any year prior to it. Is what I'll say. And
Yeah, he got stopped the first week versus the Packers. You know, the first game in Brazil, that play got stopped a couple times. And versus the Packers. So I mean, I'm not sure. I mean, look, it is what it is, man. Because Josh Allen does it. The Ravens do it with Mark Andrews, right? So look, you just gotta know how to do it.
Boy, Andy Reid, salute to you, Big Red. This is what he had to say about it.
Yeah, listen, I understand how it can go both ways. I think it takes certain players to be able to do that, and that's not an easy thing for the center. I was close to their center, so I know that's not an easy thing to do. And my hat goes off to them for making it as consistent as they are doing it. Now, there are other things you have to look at. You got to look at the injuries that take place, or whatever the other deals are that they evaluate on it. So I don't have all that information, but I mean it's a heck of a play. I know that.
I'm trying to figure out what injuries, like, because
remember the first year they had an argument about it was because I think Brock Purdy tried it. Brock Purdy tried it and got hurt. And then that same year, someone else tried it. You talking about these little ass quarterbacks that ain't strong. They ain't been in nobody's gym like that. You know what I'm saying? Like it was just like, why are you trying to stop it? Like you don't have the committee tell you 3 years in a row that we're not going to stop this play, and now you still want it. And who was it? They say unknown source, but we found out the source. We find shit out like that.
the Packers.
Talking about our name. Listen to our boy Bo Wolf talk about it.
I am not a fan of this play. There is no skill involved, and it is almost an automatic first down on plays of a yard or less. Fewer, Mark, a yard or fewer. The series of plays with the Commanders jumping off sides in the NFC Championship game to try to stop the play was ridiculous. The referee even threatened to give the Eagles an automatic touchdown if the Commanders did not stop it. I would like to see the league prohibit pushing or aiding the runner on this play. There used to be a rule prohibiting this, but it is no longer enforced because I believe it was thought to be too hard for the officials to see. The play is bad for the game, and we should go back to prohibiting the push of the runner. This would bring back the traditional QB sneak. That worked pretty well for Bart Starr and the Packers in the Ice Bowl.
Hey, shout out to Bo Wolf, man. That was a great interpretation of what the Packers, presidents sound like. Trying to bring that up again. Man, come on, my guy. We beat you twice. I think you're mad about it.
Yeah, I can understand if defensive players was getting hurt left and right. So if your own guy is doing it and then your quarterback is getting hurt, well, then that's on him. But what is the injury risk to the opponent? Not to your own players doing it, but to the opponent. And I don't recall, besides Chris Jones in the Super Bowl, where if you saw the picture from the top, look, the whole thing was him trying to lean sideways and try to undercut it, and that's why he got his neck all twisted up on, right? But
will say that's on him.
Yeah, that's on him. Like, so I don't remember no other time the Philadelphia Eagles did it, and then they had to call an injury timeout for the for the other team, saying injury timeout. Hey, get him off the field, all that stuff. I don't recall. You just get up and first down. Hey, they signal first down. They line up another play. So yeah, I don't know the injury risk. Like I just don't know.
And It's bully ball. Like, I don't see how people like try to make it into whatnot. For one, it's a quarterback sneak. Period. I start there. It's a quarterback sneak. This play's been. I promise you, if you looked at the Bar Stars, like all that old school football, because you got to remember, back in the day, they didn't even pass the ball that much. You know what I'm saying? They ran the ball a lot, and I'm probably pretty positive they were doing plays like that back in the day. You know what I'm saying? The whole team getting behind, pushing, trying to get a first down or a touchdown, something like that. Like,
Yeah.
it's not like I said, just because our team. You know, we got a couple Australian players, of course. You know, they told us some Australian things. You know, we studied it up. Remember the Eagles brought in the Australian Aussie guy that does
Yeah.
to help coach us up on how to actually run the play. So just because we do our homework and we go out there and we get professionals to help us do the play professionally, and it is a high percentage, like you said. True said it. It's 88%. That's a good percentage. You know what I'm saying? And like Andy Reid said, just because we do it better than everybody else don't mean that we got to stop the play. Everybody tries to play it. Everybody got their own formation. Like you're starting to see, since we got such a strong quarterback, we use our quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
But you got players at Washington,
tight ends,
Zach Ertz to do it. You know what I'm saying? The Ravens,
Mark
Andrews to go do the play. You know, so teams are doing other versions of it by putting bigger people back there, and they're still not getting it. You know, like that just shows that like it's not just a no skill play that we're just doing. You know, we got the best offensive line in football, so that helps. We got the biggest offensive line in football, so that helps. We got a quarterback that squats 600 pounds, so that
helps. Yeah.
We got a running back that squats 600 pounds that pushes from the back. So that helps. We got A.J. Brown, a receiver. That's one of the strongest receivers in the NFL. So that helps.
Yeah, it's a whole bunch of, yeah.
You don't got the players that we got. You can't hate on it.
Facts.
You know, so.
I mean, I agree. And plus, right, look, when they're trying to tackle either a wide receiver or a tight end or a running back, you see all these guys come and start pushing them forward. What's the difference, right? Have you ever seen like they be trying to tackle the running back? He's still running. He's still moving his feet. Man, all of a sudden you see, man, everybody just come start pushing. It's that, man. It's just, hey, you keep pushing. You keep playing until the whistle blows.
And the point too is like, you know, like it's one play, man. Like stop it with it. Like how many times you gonna have the league, gaming committee tell you that it's legit play?
Yeah.
You trying to go whine and cry about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, this is the 4th off season. This is like, you know, like I'm done with it. Like, stop asking for it to be gone and do something about it. Like, you look at Washington, they stopped it twice. Like, legitly.
With Kenny Pickett?
They stopped it twice. Who cares who it was in? But they stopped it twice legitly.
With Kenny Pickett.
Like, legitly. So, I don't want to hear nothing about it can't be stopped. Go do your job. Go stop it yourself. Or get somebody else in there. Like, go get a 300-pound defensive tackle. Like, if you had a Jordan Davis, you probably could stop it. You know, you had a Jalen Carter. So go draft you a Jordan Davis, a Jalen Carter type cat to stop the play if you don't like the play so much.
Yeah, I mean, hey, look, the Chiefs got a Chris Jones. He couldn't stop it. So it is what it is. I mean, look, this play is not going anywhere. But I definitely think that other teams watch this. If it's voted that is not banned, I guarantee you next year we're gonna see a lot more teams start doing it, but start using maybe the running back, the tight end, maybe even offensive lineman. You know what I mean? Hey, they say, hey, I could do this, coach. Hey, let's do it ourselves. Well, I think this play is here to stay. I mean, you cannot punish one team that knows how to do it well. That's it. So.
Yeah, so let's get to the next step. You know what I'm saying? Now we done heard that, man. Let's talk about some players. So, like, we want Zach Baum resign, right? And we're gonna definitely get into that. But let's talk about Nakobe Dean, my guy. Like, Nakobe Dean is gonna be here to stay. And I don't know if you guys heard, but This dude's kneecap was inside of his thigh. Goddamn it! Like I didn't know that they was that bad, but you know he was on Club Shay Shay or what was the name of that show? The Nightcap or something like that. That was it called.
Yeah.
But Shay Shay and listen to what this guy said.
Did you know when you went down? Did you know that the seriousness of your injury?
I didn't. I felt like my knee just buckled, and then like I kind of looked down. I see my kneecap on top of my thigh. Yeah, so I sat down and I pushed my kneecap back in, and I stand up. I'm like, all right. As soon as I stand up, it popped back out, and I push it back in. I'm like, all right. I'm walking off the field. I'm thinking, okay, it's dislocated. Give me a brace. And then it just kind of blew up like a balloon, and I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, damn. But I mean, it's all good. I mean, I had an injury before. God got me. I'm gonna be back better than ever.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's brutal, man. I mean, but the biggest concern is every year so far.
Has it been every year?
Every year. This is his third year and having his best year and got injured. It's like he's injury prone, bro. Every year. Like his foot, his shoulder. Like his first year was his shoulder a little bit. His second year was his foot. And now his knee. Like you're a linebacker, man. You are supposed to be one of the most physical players on the field. So now, now it is so much important that we do sign Zach Bond. Golly. Yo, if we fumble the bag on Zach Bond, I would like this would be like catastrophic because right now we still don't have a linebacker, that could prove that he can stay healthy a whole season. And next year is his fourth year. This is his final year coming up. This is Nakobe Dean's final year coming up next season, his fourth year. So now, like, you're going to take your chance. And now we're going back to the drawing board with either, Trouter, Burks need to come back, Owen Burks need to come back. We need that insurance at linebacker, man. Yo, he stepped up big time for us. He showed up in the NC Championship game, the Super Bowl, even like just, he is a quality back. Right now, I would play Zach Bond and Burks. Like, that is my, what I mean? Yes, you could throw Trotter in there too, but as you saw, depth is important. And right now, I don't trust Dean right now.
You think this, though, because it does say, plan to make a strong effort to re-sign linebacker, right? But, and I see that two things with this Zach Bond thing, right? One is, he never knew he could be this good. He never knew it. We put him in a position he never been in, and he thrived in it. So do you want to go out and like, okay, I'm going to cash out because I did this all-pro season, or do you give respect to the team that put you there? You know what I'm saying? Don't make the Eagles give you number one linebacker money. You didn't even know you were a number one linebacker, my guy. You've been playing this league for a long time, okay? A long time, and no one brought these skills out of you like the Philadelphia Eagles.
Man, how old is he? What, 28?
He's older. He was on Saints for what, 6 years or something like that?
I don't know.
Double check that because he's been playing for a while. This ain't his first rodeo. But now you're on the Eagles and we put you in the right position. Now you go.
He's 28 years old. He's 28.
Yeah. So how many years?
I mean, he ain't young either. I mean, he's young enough, but it's not like he's like a 25-year-old just came off an all-pro season. Multiple years of playing at this high level. He might be a one and done now. But we never know. But at the same time, I do feel you though. But at the same time, look, you're right. You just made a great point. You should be his lawyer. You just made a great point why he should go for the bag and cash in now, right? Because his stock is never going to be higher than right now.
Yes,
Super Bowl champion, all pro. He should have been defense player of the year. This is when you cash in.
But do you do that to the team that brought it out of you?
I do it to anybody. What do you mean? This is my money right now. Hey, look,
Dave,
you talking about Nakobe Dean can't stay healthy, right?
Go get it.
Yeah, but you never know when you might have a season-ending injury or anything. Look, Kobe Dean can't stay healthy in 3 seasons. Maybe we haven't seen him. You know, I mean, just play a full season completely healthy. So you never know. You cash in now. Your stock is high. You cash in now.
Okay, to just say, forget it, Eagles. I know I won a Super Bowl already. You already reached the pinnacle with you, so I don't really got to feel that no more. I already know what it feels like to be a Super Bowl champion. I know what it feels like to be an All-Pro. Now that I got all these other accolades out of the way,
How about the money?
I don't know what it's like to sign a $50 million contract.
Yeah.
A $60 million contract. I don't know what that's like, and I never even really imagined it in my head to be making that kind of money. So
I know.
Look at that. Got the look at that. What?
Yeah. So yeah, look. I do think the Philadelphia Eagles are going to make him a strong offer, but he will not be in the top 5 highest paid linebacker. I mean, with some people say, well, he does deserve that, but
He don't deserve it.
He does, just based off this year. Based off this year alone, he does deserve to be a top 3 paid linebacker. I don't care how you slice it or dice it.
I don't know about
based
that.
off this year,
That's
he
so
does deserve to be a top 3 paid linebacker.
I think he deserved to be in the top 10.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I agree.
But like closer to 10, my guy. Like you should be the 10th.
No, don't do that, man. Don't do that because
linebacker. You never did this before in your life.
Bro, it does. But he's a football player. That's why he played baseball and came to football, and
listen,
he's been playing football.
If he goes somewhere else, right? You don't got a Jordan Davis, a Jalen Carter, a Milt Williams in front of you. You don't got a Josh Sweat, a Brandon Graham, a Nolan Smith on the sides. You don't got this talent. So being on our team is a luxury for you. Okay, you can go get that money, but you can go get that money and be a bum the rest of your careers. The rest of your career, because you're a middle linebacker. If you're playing a middle linebacker to a team that don't got a front four like we do, well, don't got complimentary linebacker, don't got the best secondary in the league. So you can go and make your bag, but not be as good no more. Anybody, if you leave Philadelphia, you're not going to be an All-Pro next year. Let's talk about that. You're not going to be an All-Pro next year. You don't have the same talent. We have the number 1 defense in the league, number 1. Not like we top 5, we number 1. You're not going to get that.
The problem is he was one of the big reasons why we were that good. That linebacker play is critical. And now it all depends on what team he go. The rumor is the Packers and the 49ers. The Packers and 49ers right now are rumored to be, going after Zach Bond. On the 49ers, we already know, if he goes to the 49ers, that he'll be great because guess what? Old boy over there taking a lot of attention. Fred Warner. He's going to require a lot more attention.
Fred Warner's going to be the All-Pro.
No.
He would trade being number 1 to becoming Nakobe Dean on his defense. Because Nakobe Dean had a good year too, but he was nothing compared to Zach Bond. They looked at Zach Bond first, Nakobe Dean second. Nakobe Dean was having a good year, but Zach Bond got all the attention and credit. So you go to Fred Warner, now you're not the number 1 linebacker no more. You're the number 2. And they got Greenlaw over there. They got a couple other linebackers over there. Like, come on, man. Like, what's best for your career in football is to give the Eagles the discount that they need to keep building and stay on this football team.
Yeah. Look,
the only way I see him leaving for real is if we get Myles Garrett.
But they don't play the same position. We still need linebackers.
But guess what? We got Jeremiah Trotter Jr. ready to
Bro, you and this Jeremiah Trotter unproven behind. Like, come on, man. We were just the number 1 defense with Zach Bond. This dude was supposed to be the NFL Defense Player of the Year. You don't let him walk to go get a Myles Garrett when you could just re-sign Josh Sweat. Yes, I understand. It's Josh Sweat. The name is not sexy like Myles Garrett. But what would you have to give up to get a Myles Garrett? What would you have to pay? And instead of pay, you might be able to pay Zach Bond and Josh Sweat, Myles Garrett price.
That's true, but Miles
You
Garrett
have to pay him. He got 2 years left on his contract right now.
You trade for him. He said he would restructure his contract.
Who said that?
Would you have better Super Bowl run, Nigel Bradham or Bond? Well, obviously Bond. Nigel Bradham wasn't Defensive Player of the Year. Nigel Bradham was good, but he wasn't all that like Bond this year. Like, I'm not saying he didn't have a historical year, but you got to think about it, though. It's because no one expected him. No one had tape of Bond as a linebacker before. You know what I'm saying? Like, no one knew his skill level in terms of, like, at that position before. It's like when you're a rookie quarterback, just like Jaden Daniels. He tore the league by storm because he's a rookie. No one had tape on him. You only got game-by-game tape, and you don't never know what would happen during that. I think it's the same with Bond. Now you got tape on him. Now you can find.
No, that's not how the linebacker. No. You just no, absolutely not. No, this is not a quarterback where boom, this is his weakness, right? This is a linebacker. Linebackers are a different breed. Like, I don't care how you game plan or you're not going to game plan to stop a linebacker. I mean, he's still going to make the tackles in the run game. He's still going to go through the B gap, you know what I mean? All these gaps and stuff like that to make the tackle. So you're not going to run away or say, oh, my God, hey, where's Zach Bond at? Hey, run that way. No, like, he's still going to be good. He just needed the opportunity. So he may be able to succeed somewhere else. He just needed the opportunity.
You can say that, but think like what I said, though. If you're Zach Bond, right, do you want to be known for almost being the, Defensive Player of the Year, Super Bowl champion, All-Pro 1 year? Yeah, you got the bag, but now you're on a team that you don't produce the same. So you're never going to be almost Defensive Player of the Year before. You won't be another All-Pro. You won't be another blase, 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 blah. Do you want that? Or why
not?
If
I'm Zach Bond, I want my bag. I don't care what y'all call me. Call me rich. You know what I mean? Call me rich,
really?
Super Bowl champion. Like, for the rest of my life, you're going to call me Mr. Bond and Super Bowl champion. Two things you're going to call me.
Rich and champion.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. I mean, hey, bump what y'all think about me. I helped y'all get the Super Bowl. I helped y'all be the number one team. So go ahead and cuss at me if you want. But guess what? Y'all broke ass gonna be cussing at this rich man over here.
so give me a contract you think Bond would take.
I say 3 years.
Not the best linebacker. Don't give me the best linebacker contract that's out there, because I don't think he deserves like 1 year. There's so many 1 year wonders out there in the world. I feel like for you to get like a super mega contract, you gotta be doing it for more than 1 year. You think about it, they showed the list of all the best linebackers, right? They didn't get paid that big money until they done it for numerous years. It was like 2-3 years, all the best linebackers had to be the best before they got that number one type money. He's only done it for 1 year though.
Yeah, I say okay. So a good contract for Bond.
And what happens if we get him again and he's a bust?
But guess what? You're not going to become a bust unless you get injured at linebacker. What don't you understand? Come on, man. Football knowledge here. You're not going to become a bust at a linebacker unless you and Kobe Dean, you can't get on the field. It's hard to become a bust at a linebacker. Your job is to go, see ball, get ball. And you know what I mean? But anyway, so a good contract for Bond to me will be like a 3-year, $35 million contract with I would say 20 million guarantee, because I think a lot of these guys want that guarantee money, man. So 3-year, $35 million contract with 20 million guarantee. Because remember, TJ Edwards went to the Bears at first, right? Yeah, he went to the Bears and we was like, oh my God, we couldn't get that. He went to the Bears 3 years, 15 million at that time, I think it was. So yeah, and I think that's even too much. You know what I mean? Like 3 years, 33 million, but
4 million, 18 guaranteed.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I mean, so he probably making 8 annual. I mean,
but do you think he'll take that?
No, I think he want at least 10.
10 million.
10 million a year.
But knowing that you got like guys like Warren Burch, you got a young cat like Jeremiah.
Unproven. It don't give me that. knowing I got nothing. Hey, we look. The problem is this. This is the Philadelphia Eagles we're talking about. We have been begging for a linebacker for so long, and you finally got one. And now you're just gonna be like, yeah, I don't know if we could pay him. And now guess what? That cycle is gonna go over again. We're gonna cuss Howie out. God damn, we need a linebacker, drafting linebacker. Well, yeah, Trotter Jr. is a good story, right? But he's a wild card right now. He's still a wild card. No Kobe Dean, injury prone. Owen Burks, yes, he played great next to Zach Bond. You know what I mean? So I really think that we cannot afford to lose Bond at all. At any position, Bond, we cannot.
Especially if we got a guy we have to pay the big money to, like Myles Garrett, that we can get a guy, Myles Garrett, that would super upgrade our defensive line, right? If we were to get him, right? And then have Dean and Trotter Jr. being linebackers.
Why you keep saying? Why are you so sure that Dean could stay healthy?
If not, then Burks will come in for him again.
And Trotter Jr., man, he's not.
You gotta get the Axeman on the field.
He couldn't even get on the field this time. We all thought when Dean went down that Axeman was gonna come in. Everybody was like, "Oh yeah, Trotter time. He's gonna start." And guess what? Oren Burks. So Big Benjo was like, "Nah, he ain't ready. Yo, we gonna put Burks out there, the vet."
He was a rookie.
He balled out.
He's not gonna be a rookie no more. You don't think his pops is sitting there like, okay, now that you made a Super Bowl.
You're talking about pops.
You made a big play in the Super Bowl. We gotta realize Jeremiah Trotter Jr. is our favorite linebacker of all time. And Trotter Jr. is already done more than his dad in his rookie year. His dad didn't start his rookie year with us.
Bro, man, get out of here, man. You ain't already.
Let's talk about it though.
No, I'm not talking about that fake stats you talking about, man.
Trotter wasn't a starter on our team when he first started. It
Bro,
took a year or two before he became a starter. So
I
why
hear
not
you.
same progression with his son?
Trotter Jr. just went for a ride. That's it. He went for a ride. This is a good ride for him. We did not ask him to do shit this whole season, but just be ready in case your number is called. Dean went down. He wasn't a starter because that proved to you that he's really right now not the guy.
Paid a free agent that was a quality backup.
You told me that Vic Fangio played the best player. Oh, regardless if you pay him or not. If you're better, look at Bradbury. If Bradbury set the whole year, making 15.
Hey, Bradbury helped us out a lot on scout team defense. Okay, he was probably one of the best scout team defenses all year long. He deserved that ring. My guy, he deserved it.
Yo, hey, look, man, it's not about who get paid the most or whatever. It's the best player, especially when Vic Fangio say, "Hey, I'm going to play the best player. I'm not going to be forced to play nobody that I want to play."
Trotter plays when Dean was out too. They were going back and forth a little bit, and Trotter
not really
getting his playing time.
Not really.
It was like 2 games at first.
Not really.
But only with like Birds kept it going because he made that big turnover, and it was like, "Oh, okay, now we got to keep him in."
Nah. All right, man. Look, enough with this. Hey, you a homer. I'm all about the best player. And right now, Trotter needs to sit, watch. Depth is important. If anything happens, look, let's just say something happened mid-season next year. Boom, you throw me. I got it. But right now, I like to go into next season. This gauntlet of this upcoming season, the next season, 2025-26 season, with two good linebackers, proven linebackers. A good defensive end. Like this season is about to be. I can't wait for next season already, man. You know what I mean? Hey, I'm excited.
So one more thing before we get to the offensive side of football, because I know we're getting up in here. They're talking about the trade for Garrett, right? But there was another trade proposal that was out there that I want to get your topic on. Like, how do you feel about it? And that was this one. Trade Bryce Huff to the Atlanta Falcons for Kyle Pitts.
That's the most stupidest.
Why?
This is the most stupidest trade that a GM can make. I'm going to trade my first round pick 3 years in. But this is going to be his third or fourth year. Probably his fourth year. His fourth season.
He was drafted the same year as Smitty, wasn't he?
Maybe. But so. He's not on his, his contract yet. So he's about to go into his fourth year, whatever it is. For Bryce, for who? Bryce Huff, that couldn't get on the field. You want me to give up a potential top 5 tight end for a bottom 5 edge rusher?
It's not bottom 5. Wait. The secret that I think how we got advantage of saying in any trade when it became, because I think if we're gonna get Myles Garrett, we need to put, Bryce Huff in that mix, for the trade anyway. But it was a scheme fit that was bad for one, right? And then 2, he was hurt most of the year, my guy. So now you got a healthy one.
He's still bottom 5 right now.
We decided to keep him healthy for the rest of the year so you don't have to worry about the health issues. And now he'll be coming to your team 100% healthy. And guess what? Guess who the Atlanta Falcons defense coordinator is? The same guy that had Bryce Young with the Jets. So he knows how to get the best out of Bryce Huff.
So basically, you telling me everything that you're saying now, us Eagle fans said it when we got rid of Hassan Reddick for this guy. Oh, yeah, he's going to unlock his potential. Hold on. No, he was like, oh, yeah, imagine, he got 10 sacks with the Jets, and he wasn't full-time starter. Wait till he comes to the Eagles, be a full-time starter. He's going to be better than Hassan Reddick. He's going to cover trash.
He got 3.5 sacks
against the Giants when no starters was playing.
But that's value, my guy. And that's what I'm saying. Everybody want to get rid of the cat. Or could you look at it like this? We're not going to get rid of him. We just was holding them off because we did have guys like BG that we wanted to get the ball, get on the football field. Nolan Smith, we want to see what Jalen Hurts did. And we had
Josh Sweat is leaving potentially. So, yes, let's hold on to him, but don't trade him. Because, look, it's okay. Look,
the other part of the trade.
But if the Falcons
end up with a Dallas Goedert,
I'm telling you right now, it's dumb. Okay, it's dumb for the Falcons. I'm talking about.
Okay, but who cares?
That's what I'm talking about. It's dumb for the Falcons to do it. You know what I mean? So the Falcons were like, yeah, let's give up
edge rush, and the guy that gave him those 10.5 sacks is there.
Bro, I hear you, but it's a dumb trade by the GM they should get fired. All right. So if you make that trade, you deserve to be fired. Kyle Pitts was a top 10 pick, I believe, by the Falcons. I mean, this dude, because he had bad quarterback play, like he really haven't had time to really shine. Right? He has some bad quarterback play. And to get rid of this young guy, 25 years old, for Bryce Huff, hoping that he could get back
Bryce is still young.
Hoping that he could get back to what he was 2 years ago with the Jets. Hoping that he could, be healthy. Hoping, it's a lot of hope to give up.
I hope if you're this coach, you already know what the boy can do. And everybody know that we did not use him the way that he was used with the Jets, period. That's not our defense.
Which one was that? Getting to the quarterback?
We wanted him to back up and cover.
No, we didn't.
And do all that stuff too. That's why Hassan Reddick. That's a big Banjo defense. Edge rush.
Bro, I know you saw.
Smith did it.
So how did Josh Sweat, Brandon Graham, Nolan Smith, all them boys get to the quarterback? I didn't see them dropping back at all.
No one was dropping back in pass coverage. Yeah.
When?
This year, yeah.
How many times?
Like at least 4 times a game.
Bullshit. You show me 4 times in one game that Nolan Smith dropped back, I'll buy you dinner.
It doesn't matter what game it was.
You could go look through all 18, 20 goddamn games if you want. You show me him dropping back 4 times in coverage.
For real.
Hey, look, I don't want no 4 times in one game, and add up to 4 times. No. You said about 4 times? Okay, well then
4 times in the same game. I I can find
that he's dropping back playing coverage.
I can find
he's dropping back and playing coverage 4 times per game. That's what you told me. Average of 4 times per game that he was dropping back.
I can find you a couple of games where he dropped back in the past 4 times.
4 times in one game.
Nolan Smith, yes.
Hey, you told me Josh Sweat too.
I said Nolan Smith.
I was like Josh Sweat, Brandon Graham, Nolan Smith. They wasn't dropping back. They was getting to the quarterback. You told me they were dropping back 4 times a game.
Okay, if you wanna open up the bet to like 4 times for Josh Sweat and Nolan Smith combined to be
no.
Every game,
because you try to make an excuse why Bryce Huff could not get to the quarterback because he was too busy dropping back. Because he was so busy playing linebacker that he could not get to the quarterback.
What? Week 5 before the Eagles decided to let him, Vic Fangio decided if we are going to play this guy, he got to play with the 4-point stance that everybody knew that was what he was good at, right? Remember? You remember in the season? That's when he even got the 3.5 sacks that he got. But when we put him in his traditional way of him playing, but that was so limited. That was so small. That's like so.
That's not true because I remember him getting a sack in Dallas. Matter of fact, he got a sack in Dallas. Matter of fact, he caused a fumble, and he wasn't even happy about it because he was on the bench. So go ahead and find me, foe.
I'm going to now on the next show. I'm gonna pull out. I'm gonna even make a very special video clip for you.
Hey, no. Hey, I don't want no. Hey, I don't want you. Hey, I don't want no AI stuff in it. Hey, where you change the jersey to mention. Hey, you show me 4 times. No, I want to see one game where you say, "Yup, right there. That's one." And he's dropping back and playing linebacker. Yup, look at that.
But no one was good at it. That's the thing. That's why no one's so talented. He was good at that, and he was still good at rushing the passer.
I hear you.
So that's the same thing with Hassan Reddick. That's why he didn't want to play. Because he didn't want to have to do those things, on our team. So you let the guy go to a person that wanted to use him the way he was used when he got his 10.5 sacks. You trade us over to, like you said, a cow pick with Dallas Goedert, my guy.
It's not happening because that trade is not even an even trade. All right, come on, man. Hey, let's move on. That trade is not an even trade for the Falcons. I'm telling you, it makes no sense.
Who cares? It ain't gotta make sense for them. We're Eagle fans. Hey, the Giants letting go Saquon didn't make no sense either.
Well, Saquon was a free agent.
They could have re-signed him. He wanted to stay there,
but they didn't want a franchise tag him again.
Joe Shane conversation. I'm so thankful. I'm happy Saquon.
Kyle Pitts is a first-round pick that's on it, like going into his 4th year with a 5th-year option. So he still got 2 more years with them.
Honestly, I think you got to use Huff in this trade. You got to use Huff in the trade for this guy. They said the Eagles and Commanders are 1 and 2 for landing destinations for Myles Garrett. And I just want everybody to know, if we get Myles Garrett, y'all might as well book back-to-back. Period. Just book back-to-back. That's a wrap. Done dizzle. End of whatever you thought was going to happen next year. It's done. Myles Garrett is last 10 years had over double-digit sacks, like every year.
Yeah,
and most years,
bad Brown team.
He almost had, I think, didn't he get a 20-sack season too?
I'm not sure.
Like 19. I know he got 19. This guy's a fucking monster. And he had like 3 years left. So we can get a Myles Garrett 3 more years. That's 3 more Super Bowls, my guy. It's a wrap. So you're going to need a Huff. You're going to need a first-round pick. And our first-round pick sucks this year.
All right. So his highest sack for a season was 16.
Myles Garrett?
Yeah, he got 7 in 2017, 13 and a half in 2018, 10 in 2019, 12 in 2020, 21. He got 16, 22. He got 16, 23. He got 14, and 24. He got 14. So he got 102 career sacks in 7 seasons.
But you put him on a line, like we make players better. So you put him on line with Jalen Carter.
Oh yeah. I mean, I agree with you. I agree with you. Yes, I do agree. If you put a Myles Garrett on this Philadelphia Eagles front with the linebacker core that we have now, with the secondary we have now, we might.
I was going to tell you earlier. You think it only works if we bring Bond back? You don't think we can go Dean, Trotter, and Myles Garrett and it still look good?
Because you have to. Okay, so let's just say that Myles Garrett is getting to the quarterback, right? He's rushing to the quarterback, but you still need guys to stop the running back, to tackle your tight end, and that's why we've been struggling. Dean been on the team going on 4 years. Why was we so desperate to get a linebacker? If he's that good, you keep telling me. So why was that? He wasn't available. He was getting hurt. He injury prone. This and that. That's why we kept on saying we need a linebacker. We need a linebacker. And now you so quick to throw away the best linebacker we had this whole freaking 10 years.
If you gotta listen, he had one good year with us because no one knew about what he can do, right? Keeping Bond, right? But this guy is a generational talent. Myles Garrett, not only are you upgrading our defensive line to have superstars, Myles Garrett better than Jalen Carter. That's basically what I'm saying.
Okay, but you told, yes, I'm not arguing with you with that. You said, but that makes
might correct, a Bond because you can't pay him now, but you still got Oren Burks. You still got a Trotter to fill in for that linebacker spot. But listen, you're missing one thing too. We still got the best secondary in football.
That has nothing to do with tackling your running. Did you see Zach Bond impact plays this season? Did you see him? How good he was at linebacker. You was like, oh my, he's better than Fred Warner. He's the best linebacker in the league this season. And they're just going to say, hey, you know what? Get rid of, okay, well, Dean could do that on Burks and Trotter. No, they can't.
You can when you got a defensive line with Milton Williams, Jordan Davis,
Milton Williams is going to be gone. Milton Williams is going to be, you can't pay Milton Williams.
That's why he was able to do it.
The problem is you are thinking that everything is going to be fine, just drop. Milton Williams is going to be gone. Milton Williams is about to get paid. So that's why Josh Sweat, right, for Myles Garrett, got it. But Milton Williams is not going to be on this team. Not with Zach Bond, not with Myles Garrett. The money don't add up.
I think
so. You are playing in fantasy right now.
Myles Garrett, he already said he's going to restructure his contract. He said that already.
But we still don't know how much.
Right, to save the team money. So that's one. For two, you got to bring back Sweaty if you bring him back. Because there's Myles Garrett, Sweaty, Jalen Hunt, Noah Smith. We still got our 4.
That makes no sense. Wait a minute. What position you think Joshua and Myles Garrett play?
In.
So you're gonna have 4 ends rushing on the line?
That's why we were good this year, because we had 4
bullshit
ends.
You had your defensive tackle.
Sweat, you had Noah Smith, you had Brandon Grant, who had a hell of
no. See, you talk. You're not paying Myles Garrett starter money to do a rotation with who? Who?
It's gonna save his career and make him
Oh my
better.
God! You know what? Yo, I can't with you, bro. I'm done.
We get okay.
Yo, I can't deal with your concept right now.
If we get Myles Garrett, he's not gonna be in a rotation.
Huh?
That's everything that goes against what our defense is so good at.
Listen,
the rotation.
You do not trade for Myles Garrett to have him rotating in. You're not making no sense right now. You're not making no sense right now.
How?
You do not trade for Myles Garrett to rotate with who? Josh Sweat that you're about to pay a bag to? Nolan Smith, where you so how you gonna play all 3 of them on at the same time?
And Nolan rotating, and then Myles Garrett and Jalen Hunt, your rookie, rotating.
Okay. I'm glad you're not a GM. Because I
should be.
No, you should not. No, you should not. No, you should not. Because you should not be a GM. Because I don't think. So you're gonna trade Myles Garrett and have him rotating in.
Myles Sweat I mean,
Miles
Josh Sweat and Myles Garrett, and then backing them up, Jalen Hunt and Nolan Smith. That would always be trouble for the quarterback the whole game.
But okay, I mean, look, I hear you. Agree to disagree. You do not trade for a guy like you want Myles Garrett to be on the field the whole
He's
game.
like 30 years old. You're gonna have to give him some time off.
He's 28.
Yeah, close.
Oh my God, bro! Hey, look! Don't quit your day
Let
job.
it all work because guess what? We got the best damn GM in football. Goddamn it, he gonna make it happen. Listen what they said about our boy. They said it's not bold at all. He's one of the best GMs in football history by far. He's a Hall of Fame guy. Put him in the Hall of Fame right now. Right now, he's as good as any GM in the history of the game, my guy. How we do it. To all y'all doubters that think that Howie can't bring you a Myles Garrett to your team, listen, Howie brought players to your team where we're negative $70 million in salary cap. You don't think being plus 20, what did they say we were? Plus 20 right now, especially if we re-sign Cam Jurgens, which we're going to do. We re-sign all these guys to bring all this money back. We get rid of Huff. We get rid of Slay. We get rid of Bradbury. Now you get all this extra money.
Yeah, I mean, look, look, Howie's the man. You know, but Howie also said today, look, we got to play these young guys. We are playing a lot of great players, good money. So Howie is not going to try to bankrupt this team because he knows this it's going to come. Yes, I know the cap, it go up every year, but at the same time, he's smarter than that. I mean, your whole offense is getting paid like millions, like from AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, Jalen Hurts, your whole offensive line. And then Cam Jurgens, he still got to get paid.
Yeah, we got to resign Cam. But that's supposed to bring money on our books as opposed to like money off of it, salary cap. Resign him. What do you think Howie's going to do to him, my guy? Do you think he's going to go with letting it not resigning like a Sweat? Because I feel like if you don't get Garrett, you got to resign Sweat and Bond.
I think he's going to resign Sweat and Bond. I think he's going to resign Sweat and Bond because at the defensive tackle position, I think he's going to let Milton Williams walk.
We got more Jomo and Booker.
Yeah, we got yes, Jomo and Booker, and you could always go into a draft and get a defensive tackle rotation pieces, right? Rotation pieces. But I also think that he might let Mekhi Beckham walk because then you got Steen there too.
What the fuck are you talking about?
But the problem is this: look, I'm trying to.
Dude, don't say that out loud in public.
He's
the first guy to go.
He needs to take a hometown discount. Look, I don't want him to go.
Hey, my guy, he loves it here.
Yeah, so he might take a hometown discount.
What's hometown discount for a first round pick?
I mean, for offensive lineman, for him.
Yeah.
Man, I don't know, like 3 years. I would say right now, him being a top 5 guard.
Listen, one thing that these other guys got that he didn't got is he didn't make no Pro Bowl. He didn't make no All-Pro. He didn't make nothing. Becton got no accolades this year, even though he's one of the best guards in football.
Mm-hmm.
So he don't got that leverage. Like, hey, I was an All-Pro. Hey, I was a Pro Bowler.
But the problem is this: you're looking at, he ain't got no leverage. You know what his leverage is? Other teams. Duh. Like, he don't have to have leverage with us, but other teams are dying for offensive linemen. The Commanders
last year.
The Commanders are dying for offensive linemen. Freaking the Chiefs are dying for offensive linemen. So he don't gotta have value with us.
Retired.
Huh?
And then the Cowboys, Zach Martin just retired.
Yeah, so I'm saying that. Yes, just because that we was like, oh yeah, you wasn't an All-Pro, but guess what? Other teams gonna pay him as an All-Pro. I'll tell you that.
So who's the best number one priority to resign?
Zach Bond, because I feel like with Stalin University, you could.
If you keep 3 pairs guaranteed, give me your 3.
Bond, Beckham, and I'm going with Sweat.
Yeah, I feel like we gotta keep Sweat. He's only gotten better every year he's been with us. He's a draft pick that how he like. It's like it reminds me of Brandon Graham. Because in the beginning you're like, oh, is he gonna pan out? And he was like slowly inching slowly. But I think Josh Sweat probably, if you put the years he played with us compared to Brandon Graham at this time, he has more sacks than Graham did.
I mean, probably. I mean, yeah. Yes, and that's true too, right? You know what I mean? Hey, that's another reason why I do want to keep Becton, man, because Lane Johnson, right? You know what I mean? His annual
3 years
injury, you know what I mean? Like he's here for, look, he might retire next year. Who knows?
They got 3 more years left in them.
I mean, he said, I mean, that's cool and all, you know, but hey, you never know. But still, right? At least we have a right tackle waiting in case Lane get hurt or whatever.
Guess what? Just like Landon Dickerson, if Beck can go out there and play guard the way he played, he's gonna stay our starting guard forever. She's like Landon. Yeah. Landon was supposed to replace Kelsey, and what happened? Y'all forget that we still got Keegan waiting in the wings right now, too, who plays some good football. So like, I think even if we re-sign Beck, it's to be the guard, and I don't think he's gonna swing out to the right tackle.
I mean, that's fine. But that's always an option. Like I'm saying, I mean, that's always an option.
Drafts. We're gonna have plenty of drafts. 3 years from now, 3 drafts. I'm probably positive the Eagles will find another right tackle. We need one. Plus that guy from Australia. You know that's a big mofo. The guy from Australia that hanging out with Mailata right now. Like I think he's gonna be another Mailata project that works out because he only got a little time in the preseason last year. He's probably gonna get some more time this year. But think how many years it took for Mailata to start? 3?
Only because Howie back then did not believe. No, it wasn't 4.
3.
Yeah, I think only because Howie didn't believe in paying Jason Peters a lot of money, have him sit. That's when Howie was like, "Nah, we gonna play." And that's when
I remember the first few years, Mailata didn't play none. Like he wasn't even like really that guy. He was just training.
Yeah, because Jason Peters was still there and playing at a high level.
But that other guy is the same as Mailata. Like he didn't really play that much this year. And I doubt he's probably gonna play that much next year. So you got him ready to make Australian bookend tackles 2 years from now.
I agree.
He said Lane Johnson has 2 years left, including this upcoming season. So this season and next year, and that's the end of Lane Johnson's contract. I'm about winning Super Bowls now, man. Like that's what I love about this team is that they're still hungry, still out for the hunt. You know what I'm saying? Like you heard what Gilly and AJ ended up about. Like AJ was like, "Hey, we're not the hunted no more." You know what I'm saying? We're not the underdogs no more. And if you guys didn't watch that Gilly, you know, $1 million worth of game or whatever it's called, like that was one of the best interviews I've ever heard. Like, and I watched a lot of interviews on YouTube and podcasts and whatnot. And that was like one of the best ones I've heard. Like AJ was really, really, really. He's like, "Hey, I can't lie to you and tell you that me and Jalen had no beef, but it's because we're both alphas. We both want to be the best. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just who we are. We of course we bumped heads a couple of times because you wouldn't throw me the ball. I'm always open every single play." Is what AJ believes. He's like, "I'm always open, but it's good to have that hunger in your team." But like, listen to what AJ said. This is how Jalen feels about this year because they like, hey, Gilly's like, "I don't care what you tell Jalen. Keep telling him that because whatever it is working. Because all you do is go to Super Bowls and playoffs. So just keep doing what you do."
Hey, but listen, man, I don't care how he is, Jake. You keep being how he is, you keep fucking winning. Whatever you got to tell yourself, Yeah, I mean, to get you going, you keep doing that
Yeah.
because all you keep doing is ending up in the playoffs in the Super Bowl. So whatever you doing is fucking working.
I'm gonna try to pick what he gonna say this time. He gonna say
Okay,
that.
let me see. This is gonna be funny right here.
He'll probably say, said I never win. Guess now I gotta do it again. But the K go on. It's gonna rhyme and all that, yeah.
But then he gonna give you a little smile at that.
Yeah. Yep. And he don't care. He get straight to the point on him.
You
I
know,
never win. I guess I gotta do it again.
right? You think that did sound like something Jalen would say?
Yeah.
That is like Jalen.
Now he gonna be like, yeah, yo, he always licking his lip. He be like,
Like LL, like he think he LL back in the 90s. He thought he LL Cool J Smooth LL.
yeah, he be like this, yeah,
I love
yeah. I just gotta do it again. That's all. I gotta go out there.
But I thought Jalen, dude, he's been getting a lot of hate, man. I love Keyshawn Johnson for always keeping it real because Keyshawn said this.
Well, one, he's for real. So all the naysayers, the doubters, and whatnot can kind of just go hide. But the interesting thing about this sort of stuff, it's like anything, right, Michael? When people are saying things, doubting you, putting things out in the universe, they will go hide. They ain't none gonna come back and say, I made a mistake, I apologize, he can do these sort of, they're just not gonna do it. They're not gonna step up and do it. And he's probably not expecting that anyway. He's the only guy in this class of quarterbacks when he came out of school to win a Super Bowl. Joe Burrow beat Patrick Mahomes, but he didn't win the Super Bowl. He's been to the Super Bowl twice. Yeah. And could have been the MVP twice if it wasn't for just a little mishap, okay, in that game. And then obviously the referees played a little part in it. He's a leader. He's shown that he's a champion. People follow. All of those things. And then when you think about what he said right there, he's pursuing his own greatness instead of pursuing what other people say he should be chasing. Right. And that to me, like when I heard that, when Aaron Andrews was interviewing him, and I heard that stuck. And I told Nick, I said, man, pull that for me. Because that's reality. You hear all these naysayers, they want you to be something that they think you should be. Right. Instead of what you want to be and how you want to approach it and move forward and do the things that he was capable of doing. Which is, I've been here before. I know the mistakes in the game that I made before. I'm not going to, you know what? He's not open. I'm not holding the ball. He's not going to sack me. I'm pulling it down. I'm going. Yeah. Because I could do this. And so when you look at that, and my recipe is great, and I'm going to get off of it real quick. 17 to 22, 221 yards and 2 touchdowns. Okay? In a 1-yard plunge, as I always say, that's all I need my quarterback to do. I need Saquon Barkley to get the attempts. He got 25. I don't need him to get the yards. And when the one-on-one coverages came, Jalen Hurts hit it when many people wanted to see him do the same exact thing that he did against Washington in the NFC Championship game. I mean, I'm happy for him, though. I really am. I'm so happy for him, man. I was jumping for joy.
I think people got it wrong, man. People keep comparing them to fucking, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Justin Herbert, Joe Burrows, even Patrick Mahomes. And I don't think that he should be compared to any of these cats, dude. Mm-hmm. Compared to Brady. Because you look at Brady's first 5-year start, Brady went to 2 Super Bowls. He won both of them, yes. Jalen went to one, lost one, whatever. But Brady's lost Super Bowls too. But the stats, and even if you look at the stats from now on out, like this guy's stats, everybody keep talking about stats, this, stats. Look at this shit, dude. He has better stats than these guys you saying are better than him. You know what I'm saying? Like, he has better stats already than the guys you said are better than him. The only thing you can say is these guys can throw the ball better or got a prettier spiral or all this other stuff. He gave me the Brady mentality. That's why I think this team's about to go on a dynasty run. Because Jalen gives a fuck about none of that. He gives a fuck about winning. And that's one thing he does do. Look at these numbers. More yards, way more touchdowns. Yes, he got 2 more turnovers. Yeah, whatever. I can't say nothing about the turnovers. But this guy's got more stats than these guys that you say are better throwers, that are better this and that, whatever the other. They're not better winners. You know what I'm saying? The Eagles since 2000, man. Where's that one? Since 2000, they have the highest winning percentage of anybody. You know, out of these cats. You know, Jalen Hurts is the only guy in his draft class with a goddamn Super Bowl. You know? The only one in his draft class. So what more can you measure the guy by is what, he's done already. He has more wins. He has a Super Bowl. He's been in Super Bowl twice. Like, this guy's on a Brady trajectory. If you think about it, when he lost the Super Bowl, what's the first thing he did?
And put that up again.
Which one?
Hey, put that up again. That last one. And what people are going to say is this. Well, Hurts got weapons. The Burrow had Chase and T. Higgins and Mixon. Tua, Tyreek Hill, Waddle, like Moser. I mean,
Echin.
Yeah, A-Chain. Yeah, Herbert is the only one, but he had Keenan Allen, Mike Williams that always hurt every year, but still. Jordan Love, of course, he got 4 receivers. So all of them were set up for success.
Yeah.
It's just the mentality is different. The oral is different, right? You know what I mean? So, but yeah, so that's what people are gonna say. Well, Hurts is on a stacked team, but all those guys have good player around them.
And then Super Bowl's a team win sports. And I think that's what Brady had. That's one reason why I didn't give Brady better than Peyton Manning type thing. Was because Manning had his numbers, plus he had 2 Super Bowls. Brady didn't have the numbers really till he had Randy Moss. Like, people don't realize, like, Brady wasn't putting up like 5,000-yard seasons, in the beginning. Like, Brady had like the same stats. Like, I had the picture. I didn't upload it. I don't know where it's at. But it showed that, like, Jalen Hurts is already better numbers than Brady had his first 5 years starting. You know what I'm saying? And he still got a Super Bowl to match what Brady had. It's about a team, yes, but it's about your quarterback too. You can look at Dak Prescott, a quarterback that says, "Oh, we're this close to the Philadelphia Eagles." If you look at the numbers, we beat them more often than none because you're worried about the division. We've been past just the division. That was a long time ago. We're about Super Bowls over here in Philadelphia. And Jalen Hurts is about Super Bowls. He said the ride's not over. The ride's not over. He's determined to win more. And I think and people need to stop comparing him to Josh Allen. Stop comparing him to all these guys. He is his own man, for one. And he is even going to be better than Patty Mahomes when it's all said and done. Like, I know everybody keep wanting to put Patty ahead of him. Okay, Patty's a little bit better than Jalen. But Jalen's number 2. Patty's a little bit better. But guess what? It's because he got more than 1 Super Bowl. And Jalen's going to win multiple Super Bowls. And like I said, like, this team as general is built to win now. The next 3 years, if we don't get 2 out of 3, it'll be ridiculously, because we're the best team in football. No matter what offseason you talk about, we're still going to be the best football team. It's about your quarterback. Can your quarterback produce in clutch situations? When you want Jalen to pass, he passes. When you want him to run, he runs. No quarterback does both as good as him. Your Lamar Jackson, 2-time MVP. He's at all pro. If you look at who had the most top 100 players this year, it was Eagles number 1, Ravens tied with number 1. Because they got all pro players too. The same quality players are on all these guys' team, but they're trying to make it seem like Jalen's the only one that had it. Jalen's had the same amount of talent as most of these guys his whole career, except for, guess what? When it comes to games that goddamn matter, Jalen don't fucking choke.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, that's the thing, right? If you drop all those quarterbacks in the playoffs right now, which one got the best playoff, like, touchdown to turnover ratio? Jalen Hurts. Like, I mean, he shows up in big moments. He doesn't turn the ball over in the postseason. But yeah, I saw a stat what Lamar had 13. What was it, like 13 touchdowns and like 10 turnover? Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's not how you win games. But Jalen Hurts, I mean, as much some people talk about how, okay, what does he do? You could drop any quarterback with the Philadelphia Eagles and you win. That's not true. The threat of Jalen Hurts being a runner, like, it's something that every team go into every game saying we got to stop Jalen Hurts from running and throwing. You know what I mean? You saw when he went out with Kenny Pickett, they closed that box up. Shayshawn Barkley could not do nothing. You know what I mean? Shayshawn couldn't do anything back there because guess what? The threat of his leg is gone. The threat of Jalen Hurts running the ball, keeping it, RPO is gone. It's no more. So now you have to, you know what I mean, just tailor the whole, the whole game plan around, you know what I mean, Kenny Pickett, because you cannot, I'm telling you, Jalen Hurts is the reason why we won this game, this Super Bowl. You saw the fact that how they sold out to stop Shayshawn Barkley, and they stopped him, but they could not stop Barkley and Jalen Hurts. That's the difference.
Yeah, I really think that, like, but do you agree with me? You need to stop comparing them to these guys that are in the league. Because now you look at these guys, man, like they're not the same. Jalen's got a Super Bowl MVP. None of these guys got that. I don't care about stats. This is not about stats. It's about
you care about stats. I told you I don't care about stats.
No,
you a stats guy.
If you care about stats, it'd be like, no, I care about stats in terms of Jalen Hurts, in terms of like,
go ahead and lie.
They try to break up stats with them, they're only passing stats.
Well, then you care. Yo, I told you that.
Hey, look at the overall yardage, right? What the one that had his yardage on it? This one. Overall yardage. He has more yards than these cats. He has more touchdowns than these cats. It's just not all passing.
Yeah, I hear you. But when I kept on bringing it up, you said, I want him to go out there and throw for 3-4. I'm like, no, man. No, you care about that stat shit too. Don't lie to the people. The people are watching you, and they got respect on you.
To the point of saying that don't bring up the bullshit stats because you still got some.
Oh my God!
Jalen Hurts win the next 2 Super Bowls. 3-peat.
What Hurts win the next 2 Super Bowls? Yo, the Philadelphia Eagles could have been in 3 straight Super Bowls. If that thing did not happen a couple years ago, right? That choke down, you know what I mean, down to the last half of the season.
We're on next week. Come holla at us.
Yeah. So look, we could have went to 3 straight Super Bowls. But why not? I mean, why not go to the next year one? I mean, but we gotta just play it by year, man. The roster is gonna be important too. Yeah. I mean, like this time right here, man. Yo, the good thing about this Eagle roster is we're young and a lot of these players are locked up. We just got to lock a little bit more. The linebacker, just lock that linebacker up a little bit. Now, I mean, the edge rusher, just lock that up a little bit, and then we're good. And then we're right back. And now we're going to be even better because this is a second year under a Vic Fangio system. These guys are only going to get better because they are going to a second year. It's not going to take them as much time to match because they're already now they about to, and now you're about to see the exotic shit that, that Vic Fangio could do.
Go to that next level now.
Yeah, the next level now.
Bases now. Let's take it up another notch.
Exactly. So don't expect the same laid back defense type thing because of course teams are going to game plan for that. Now you're going to see the Vic Fangio type. Okay, boom. Hey, who's ever. Hey, look, don't be surprised if Carter is rushing at the edge. Who knows? You know what I mean? Look, I'm just saying, but. But this team is young and they are locked up at the right places. Our safeties are good.
When they win like 2 or 3 in a row, they're just so young. That's like, why wouldn't you expect it to happen? They did it. And I feel like that's exactly what's going on. Like, and for all you haters, man, the Eagles, this is their 5th championship, my guys. I hate to keep throwing it back at you like that, but that's 5 championships. The Cowgirls got 5 Super Bowls. We got 5 championships, 2 Super Bowls. We got the same amount. When we get to 5 Super Bowls, because we will get there, we're going to have like 8 total championships. Like, you guys didn't realize we're the best team in football. And it's not even close, guys. We're the best. But before we get out of here, let's talk about our new offensive coordinator. Kevin Patullo. Everybody wanted a new face. Everybody wanted someone different. But guess what? We went in-house again with Kevin Patullo. He's been in the league for 16 years. You know, Dick said it's to keep continuity with Jalen Hurts, you know, Saquon Barkley, AJ, and these guys because he's been there. He was basically calling plays last year. You know what I'm saying? How do you feel about this pickup?
All right. All right. So let me tell you this. I would be a little worried if we then, one, win a Super Bowl, two, have a Jalen Hurts MVP, have Barkley on the team, have AJ on the team, and had the whole Brian Johnson experience failed. All those things combined were good. I love the hire because now you have leaders on the team that been to the, you know what I mean, that won the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? Now they know, hey guy, look, what is now the players have more cachet to talk to the coaches and say, look, coach, come on now. You know this ain't gonna work. This is what worked for us. Hey, let's get it together. Let's try to do something different. So I kind of like it. And I'm continuity there. Even AJ Brown talked about it, and he's excited about it. And he even said the offense we have right now is not good enough. You know why? Because now we're about to be the hunted. They're coming after us with all their gun blazings. All right. So now we gotta change up a little bit. You know what I mean? Hey, just throw a couple wrinkles there. And I'm glad we kept someone that saw how the offense operated, that also saw the Brian Johnson experience failed with Nick Sirianni about to get fired was probably the best thing that happened for him because now he knows, look, this is what works. A couple of years ago, man, I was about to be out of a job. Now I'm a Super Bowl winning head coach. Let's just keep it simple. Let's talk. Hey, let's get everybody's input. What works, what doesn't work, and let's try to go with another one. So I like it. Like you ain't got to go too far outside and bring on a whole new offense coordinator and learn a whole new offense again. You just got to throw some wrinkles in what you have right now. So I like it.
And I think it's more like Jalen Hurts said at the beginning of the year, before, like right when we signed Kellen, he was like, you know what? I'm going to start making this my offense. So no matter what coordinator comes in after, this is my offense.
Yeah.
As you've seen, like, Jalen hit that. You guys remember when Peyton Manning started calling his own plays, right? And Tom Brady wasn't even doing it yet, but then Tom Brady won one more Super Bowl. Then he was like, hey, he went to Bill Belichick. He's like, I don't want to start calling my own plays in the line of scrimmage. And Belichick let him start doing it. This was that year for Jalen Hurts. You know what I'm saying? Because he understands that the good coordinator is going to get plucked away from your team every year. And if you're going to be good every year, you got to start making your own playbook. I remember when he said it last year at the beginning, like, this is going to be my playbook. You know, so all the coordinators, all the goodness that we got from any coordinator before, I'm going to put it all into my playbook. So coordinators are going to have to start adding to my playbook. So I think Jalen is at that point where now it could be like Peyton Manning. Remember Peyton Manning had new coordinators every fucking year. Boom, boom, boom. It was still his offense. And I think that's what Jalen did. Jalen was the smartest guy by going to two of the greatest. He went to Tom Brady. He went to Peyton Manning. And he learned from these cats, dude. Like, you guys were the two best in your generations. Tell me your wisdom. And I think he got it, man. Like, Jalen Hurts is about to win multiple Super Bowls. Like, I don't see it stopping right now. Like he said, the ride's not done. He's going to continue doing what he's doing. I think, and a guy like Kevin Patullo that's been with him for the last, he's been there since Jalen got drafted. So he already understands what's good for Jalen, what's not good for Jalen. I think he will help out the passing game a little bit more because Kellen Moore kind of ran a little bit more than the receivers liked. So I'm not saying we're going to stop that run game because you got Saquon Barkley, got to feed the beast.
Mm-hmm.
End of the day, he will bring up some nice new pass plays to get all these receivers involved. Because I think, next year you'll see a guy like Jahan Dotson get some more receptions. Next year you'll see the team be a more complete team, more of a complete offense because we were one-sided in the Super Bowl run.
And that's why I told you that don't expect this this rushing record to be broken next year. I told you that. The offense going to change.
Yeah, because even if there's more passing yards, the more threat you have at the passing, the easier the runs get. So
yeah, but that's not how it usually works. We're not, no,
again.
that's not how it works.
He get 2K again.
Yeah, but we're not. Hey, nah, I don't think you're gonna get 2K.
Yeah, yeah.
Nah.
He's gonna always stay between, as long as he's on this football team with this offensive line, between 18 and 2K every year.
Nah. I'll say between 15 and 18. 15 and 18 a year is almost given. Because one, you also gotta, take into account, hey, the schedule get tougher, right? Or we might just be blowing teams out, right? You sit somebody, Because look, that record could have been broken. That record could have been broken 2 games. All right, wait, that record could have been broken if we wasn't sitting out, blowing teams out. Like that record could have been broken, but it is what it is.
From that, and he doesn't sit out.
No. I think the goal is to win more championships, and you're not going to do that by chasing stupid records. Besides,
I think he got the best record of all time, most yards ever. Ever, like including the playoffs, ever. Like you that guy right now, like you already got the record of all records. And I don't know how people start to say the season record is bigger than the all-time record, because I think it's the opposite. Like it means you were good the whole season, and then you were good in the playoffs to win a Super Bowl. So that record should be way more than the single season record. To me,
it should.
To me,
yeah, it should. Like the all-time rushing total yards for a season should be, but also now when you add another game. Right, so that's why we're like, because and now you keep adding games, and of course you're gonna have more opportunity to break it.
Yeah, well, I think Saquon's the man. He's gonna always be between that 18 and 2,000 mark every year with the Eagles.
15 and 18.
You said 15 and 18. I said 18 and 2K.
Well, only because like the carries too, right? You know what I mean? Like you gotta give other guys opportunities, right? Let's just say, the Shipleys, or if Gainwell is here.
They're talking about re-signing Gainwell. Do you think Gainwell gets re-signed, or you think it's time for Shipley to be an RB2?
I don't care if Gainwell get re-signed or not. I mean, honest truth, because like I was very high on Shipley. Like I think he has a similar skill set where you don't have to change much, right? He's a good receiver at the backfield. He's a good runner. His vision is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, he just gotta get a little bit faster though, because he got caught from behind. So I need him to jump on that treadmill and start
get that running.
He speed up. But besides that, Gainwell. I mean, I think our RB3 is easy to replace. So if Gainwell move on and we could save 5-10 mil, total for hey, let's do it. I mean,
we re-signed Nichols today.
Who?
Back Nichols.
Who the hell is that?
He was our fourth string back.
Man, he's on the practice squad guy.
Yeah, he's actually a big back. He's actually not that bad.
All right, well, I need $2?
Maybe 200.
All right. I mean, because we need all the money we can get. And we need to be signed Bond, Sweat, and all the boys first, and then you worry about the practice squad, okay? You know what I mean? And we just save all that little change we got.
Well, hey, man, we got about 2 hours in. Make sure you guys hit that like. We got 52 in here. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, man. And just know our boy Jalen Hurts. This is what he's doing right now.
Throw!
Boom! Dimes, my guy. They're already in the lab, guys. We're about to go back to fucking back. Feel good to be an Eagles fan. Enjoy that win. But guess what? This new season's starting, man. That's the only thing about going to the Super Bowl is you got less time to celebrate.
Yes.
This new season's already on our ass. And it's time to make another championship squad, my God. And I think the Eagles ready for it.
And the funny thing is, I don't think these guys wanted the season to end.
No.
Like, this is their job. Like, nothing beats having a routine. You know what you're going to do on Monday, Tuesday, what you're going to eat. Like, everything is a routine. And then when that routine, you're just like this. Damn, what am I going to do today? Like, it's not like, hey, they're going to go work at McDonald's or something, get a part-time job. They're probably just working out, sitting at home, on Twitch, own gaming system, you know what I mean, and just wait for the season to start. So it must be nice to be rich and be, you know, just playing a sport that you love, right? But during the season, though, it's a grind, though. It's a grind during the season, so they deserve and earn every little rest, every little dime they get. So no hating over here.
Yeah, man, I would love to play. You give me a practice squad, check, and I'd be happy. You know what I'm saying? Give me a practice. I can go out there with 7-8 carries a game. I'm still that guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm still that guy. You give me 7 carries a game, I give you 50 to 100 yards. So.
Wait, what? What? 1,500 yards? 7-8 carries a game?
No, I said I get you 100 yards. You know, 8 carries games.
Yeah, you ain't gonna get no 100 yards, no 8 carries a game. Get
good,
the hell out of here, man. Hey, go back on the couch.
These guns are still there. The speed is still there.
Hey, you're old ass, man. Hey, you take one step, like, hey,
sniff a 4.2940.
Hey, you try to juke somebody, man, your knees give out, man. ACL gone.
That's why I said like 3 to 5 carries a game. You know, squad carries. You know what I'm saying? I said I want to practice squad check. I didn't say I need to all pro check. I said I practice squad. All you out there, man. That's another thing, man. I don't think you guys get enough love, man. Like, we support our team through thick and thin, man. And I just want to salute to all the fans out there. You went to the parade, didn't you?
I did go to the parade.
How was it before we get out of here? Over 1 million people out there, and that's some amazing stuff, man. Like, you know, that's bigger than Kansas City had any year that they won the Super Bowl. We were out there deep in 25-degree weather, and, you know, supporting our team.
Yeah, man. I mean, it was an experience of a lifetime because I was in Jersey back in 2018 when we won, but I didn't go that time. I was too busy working. You know what I mean? I was like, man, I'm not going to go. But this time, I drove from Maryland after work, went there the night before the parade, woke up, drove. I was by the stadium. I mean, I wasn't by the, the statue, City Hall. So I was by the stadium.
They left. You didn't go try to catch up to them?
Yeah, I tried for about half a mile, walking and, trying to get their attention and stuff like that. But it's so many people out there, man. And the buses was on the opposite side. So I was on the opposite side of the street and the buses were on the opposite side. The fireworks went off. That's when the parade started. Boom, the fireworks went off from the stadium. And then the buses, man, just started coming, man. You see the owner, the trophy. Like, it's like the game, man. Like the Madden game and stuff like that. You're like, damn, man. You see the trophy, man. People like, hey, over here. You're just like, a blast, man. Nothing beats being around Eagle fans, the fan of your own team that went and you celebrating. Like, I ain't know nobody out there, you know what I mean? And I still was like talking to everybody, high-fiving, laughing, joking. Fun time, man. I got some videos, memory for a lifetime, so definitely was worth it. And I can't wait to do it again.
Hell yeah. So be on the lookout, guys. Combine's up in 2 weeks from now. The new league starts. We will be bringing that FI content.
Yeah, free agency.
We will be here talking about everything you need to talk about. So make sure you hit that like, hit that subscribe. And we're going to end it off this way, man. Fly, Eagles fly.
Go Birds.
Guys, celebrate.
Go Champs.
Hey, look. Y'all gonna get y'all licks back?
That'd be nice.
Come on.
Lets it go to Jay Brown.
Eagles the kid. Belt the hands, nigga.
Winning. Yeah, I don't give a what's going on this day.
Going deep for it all. Devontae Smith.
One more time. I'ma spit at you so
The Mahomes going 3-peat. Not only that mother. The Vince Lombardi Trophy is headed to Philadelphia.
Back in the video, just want to fucking hold.
Going on, everybody, man. And what?